Good morning, online learners. I've been thinking maybe I need to come up with a new introduction, but that's the one we're going to go with right now. We have Mr. Casper's homeroom today, right?
Yeah.
A little switch. We usually do Mr. Rainier for the lessons. Mr. Casper's class, can you say hello to our online learners?
Hello, we are here.
We are here. We are here. We're excited to be here, and we wear either face shields or masks. And I see some people are probably smiling right now, but it's hard to tell because their masks are covering their faces. So it's particularly hard when you're trying to learn new students, what they look like. I know a lot of the fourth grade, what they look like. You guys haven't changed a lot over the summer. But in third grade, I'm having a hard time learning who my students are because I can only see their eyes. So we're getting used to this. And we're learning about cells in fourth and fifth grade. And really, the answer to the coronavirus is found within the cells. How does this virus affect the cells? What does it do? And how can we solve this so that we can quit wearing these face shields and masks? So really what we're doing here is discovering how cells work. And by doing that, we're going to cure, hopefully, the coronavirus. So yesterday in our video, we talked about these ducks, which we see in our books on page A6. The yellow duck is real. The bronze ducks are not. And the reason why they show that to us is because they want to say all living things breathe, we have to eat something, we reproduce, we have babies, and bronze ducks don't do that. They're just lawn decorations. Okay? So there's a difference between living and non-living things. Okay, so on page A7 in our book, we talk about life processes of plants and animals. And we say they grow and develop, they release energy, they react to their surroundings, they give off wastes, which means they go to the bathroom. I know it sounds kind of funny, but if you're going to be taking things in, you're going to be leaving something behind. So they give off wastes and they reproduce, which means they have babies. If you're a living thing, part of your species, male, not really female, they will have babies. Okay? There was a theory for a while that seahorses, that the males had the babies. That's not true. Once the female seahorses would have a baby, the males, for some reason, would take care of the baby. So we found that female seahorses have babies, not males. That was something that people thought for years was not true. On page A8, we have plant and animal cells. A cell is the basic unit that makes up all living things. Cells are so small that you can only see them with a microscope. And in fifth grade, you'll learn that the microscopes are so powerful now, they can see 40,000 times what your regular eye could see, and they're even three-dimensional now. So cells are so tiny, you're not going to see them with your eye. You need a very powerful microscope. Parts of the cell. In a plant cell, we have a vacuole. It's a storage container for food, nutrients, or wastes. Plant cells have few large vacuoles. A plant cell has a cell wall where an animal cell doesn't. But the cell wall in plants have rigid walls around them. These walls help give plants their shape. Chloroplast. The chloroplast is where the plant makes food. It contains a green material called chlorophyll. On the next page, the animal cell, very similar, but it does not have a cell wall. It has a nucleus, the control center of the cell. Chromosomes, they're like tiny blueprints for what a particular plant or animal is going to be. Mitochondria are the power sources of the cell. They break food and release energy, break down food. Cell membrane acts like a skin that holds the cell together. It is the outer layer of the animal cell and the inside layer of the plant cell. So actually what's going on this page is sometimes the terminology is describing the plant cells on one page and the animal cell on the other. Cytoplasm is a jelly-like material that fills the cell. The other parts of the cell float in the cytoplasm. Vacuole is a storage container for food, nutrients, or wastes. Animal cells have many small vacuoles. On the next page, we talk about a simple organism. It's any living thing that can carry out life processes on its own. Single cells, they're simple organisms. Simple organisms consist of single cells. They carry out all the same life processes as a plant or animal. For example, algae are single-celled organisms that have chloroplasts and make their own food. On the next page, we learn about many cells. Sometimes we have organisms. Most of the time, the organisms we're familiar with have many cells. Your own body consists of billions and billions of cells. Okay, so that's what's making this virus so hard to figure out, is there's so many cells in the body, we have to figure out what it's getting to and how to stop it from getting to it. And on the last page, we learn about complex organisms. They're the basic building, cells are the basic building blocks of all organisms. You have many different types of cells. You have skin cells, blood cells, stomach cells. In plants, different cells make up different parts, such as the roots and leaves. Humans have cells that are, like, for example, tissue. It's a group of similar cells working together. Muscle tissue, nerve tissue, stomach tissue. And then we have the organ system, a group of organs that carry out life processes, such as your stomach, your digestive system, and your nervous system. So in your book, there's a lesson, A6 to A13, that you should really study for our quiz, which is going to be on Thursday. It'll be on Google Classroom. It'll be multiple choice. Looks like around 10 questions. And the 11th is just for fun. Who remembers what kind of questions I asked for, like a fun question? Nicholas.
What song what band sung the song?
Yeah, I usually do something funny with songs or music at the end of the quiz, and it's just for fun. It's not graded. Sometimes I forget and I grade it, but I just can reverse that. So your quiz will be 10 questions with, just for fun, some song that I like. And I try to keep it related to science, but eventually I'm going to run out of those songs. I might even repeat some from last year. Yes? Yes, you may. Any other questions? Okay, today, Rocco, did you have a question?
Do you get to do video?
I'm not sure how we're going to involve the kids with the videos yet. For this week, I'm just going to be the only one in the video. I may involve kids, but I want to check some things eventually. And we have a little problem with a lot of you guys wearing masks, and sometimes when you talk, it's not really clear what you're saying. So we're going to hold off on kids being in the videos for now, but we may include you in the future. Okay? All right, so now we're going to go to our journals on Google Classroom. We're going to look at the website of the day, which deals with cells, and we're going to write a 3-sentence summary. And for that, we get 1 point. Okay, Mr. Casper's class, everybody say goodbye to our online learners.
Goodbye.
Have a nice day.
Next Tuesday.
Have a nice day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.